What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another movie review. Today we're going to be reviewing the new Wolfman movie. Before I get started, make sure to join me down below and share your thoughts on Wolfman. This is the new Lee Whannell movie. He's the guy who's basically worked on several big notable horror movies like Saw and Insidious. Notably, he directed The Invisible Man, which came out a few years ago, which in my opinion was a very solid horror movie. So I was no doubt excited for this one. Let's start with things I didn't like about the movie. And the main thing I didn't like about the movie was just the overall plot and the flow of the film. To me, I just felt like this movie, and especially the characters, it just feels like they kind of meander. There's no points where a character is actively trying to resolve the plot, or it almost feels like our characters are just stuck. They're numb. They're not the story isn't just, the plot isn't progressing, and the story just isn't. It's just feels like the characters are stuck in place. And I feel like they didn't really do a good job of kind of how do I say it? They didn't do a good job to kind of use the time they had to try to make us relate and connect with the characters. A lot of these characters, it just feels like I just don't really connect well with them, and part of that, it just feels like this movie has just a bunch of filler. It just doesn't. This movie just doesn't use its time wisely. On a technical level, I do think this movie works. Lee Whannell, obviously, he's worked with horror movies, so he knows how to make a scene terrifying with camera work and sound. So he knows what he's doing. But the main problem here is the plot and the story and the characters. But he knows how to use sounds and camera work to just add tension to it. There was one scene in particular that I really enjoyed. It was a scene where one of the characters is kind of looking at a spider crawling up a wall, and outside the house that they're in, you can kind of hear a wolf crawl walk around outside, and every step the wolf takes, it's kind of synced up to the spider crawling up the wall, which makes it as the camera's slowly going in. So it was just a very cool scene. I like the way they did that with the sound syncing up to the spider. There was one other scene that I think I really demonstrates the sound work in this movie, and that one scene was basically the main character is drinking water, and you can kind of while he's doing it, you kind of hear the kind of the sound of a wolf, because he's turning into a wolf. So it was just that type of stuff that was just so cool to me. And there was some good camera work that I really enjoyed as well, such as there was one scene where the main character is kind of it's kind of about to faint, and you kind of the camera kind of matches it's shaky cam, so the camera kind of just tries to basically keep an even with while he's with them. So it had a very good quality to it. All in all, I think this movie to me gets maybe around I don't want to see a 5. Maybe a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10 feels earned. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little disappointed with this one because I just loved Lee Whannell's early movie, The Invisible Man. I thought that was a really good horror movie. So I was just, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little disappointed. So definitely in terms of technical level, it works. Story, plot, and characters, it leaves much to be desired. So 6 out of 10, it feels like it's fair. But all in all, I think if I were to say skip it or wait for it to come out on, you know, rental, I would probably wait for it to come out rental. So yeah, it's also it's not a great movie, but it's also very, very disappointing. So I would just wait for it to come out on streaming, honestly. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to join me down below. Let me know what you thought about the movie if you saw it. Definitely love to hear from you guys. Remember to sub to my gaming channel, my wrestling channel, all that good stuff. I'm trying to really my new year resolution is to like upload a lot more on all 3 channels. So I just really appreciate the support on all 3 channels. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Peace out.